It was a good win for us. I was very, very proud of our football team, very proud of our assistant football coaches on how we practiced last week, how we prepared for it, and then how we came out and played. It was certainly a total team win. I thought our defense did a great job of stopping the run, getting turnovers, hitting the quarterback, making sure that the offense had some short fields. So that was very good. Offensively, I thought we were sharp. We came right out of the gate and had a big run for a touchdown and threw the ball and caught the ball well. Had good pass protection, and I was very concerned going into the game. I thought number 7 for them was as good a pass rusher as we've seen this year, and I thought our guys did a great job in practice really getting ready to face them, and you could see the concentration and focus on their technique show up on the video during the game. And special teams, we held our own. I thought we covered well, and we punted the ball really well. I was really proud of Mason. He really had a great game for us and helped us in the field position. Not only hit it a long way, but they didn't get any return yards on it. So it was an excellent job. We're looking forward to the game this week against Wake. They're playing very well. They've got a very, very good defense, very active defensive front. Again, it reminds me a little bit of North Carolina State, where it's the exact same guys we played against last year. So we know them very well, and they're rushing the passer well. They're one of the leading teams in sacks, and they create some turnovers. So it's going to be important for us to take care of the ball, be able to throw it and catch it, and then play good defense. So it'll be fun to get ready and play at home on Saturday night. No, no. We took our defense, some of our defensive players out pretty early in the game, and it was good. It was good for our guys that practiced so hard to get in there and get a lot of reps in, and fun to watch them on video. Henry got a sack, and I was really happy to see that. He's a guy that just goes every day hard in practice and hasn't had a lot of reps in there, so it was great to see him get a sack.
You mentioned getting the running backs involved more, I think, last week. How do you evaluate your running game? Because Lamar has so many yards, but the running backs aren't accumulating that.
Yeah, it's hard, It's something that we're really conscious of. We really look at. We work hard in practice. That was a game of explosive plays. We didn't have that many snaps. We had a bunch of big plays, and the way they were playing it, Lamar had the ability to keep the ball and run with the football more than I really thought he would going into the game. So it's hard to really say that. I thought Brandon had a couple of really good runs, and particularly the one that was a 3rd and 1 where he got 6. That was a really good 6-yard run, So we just got to keep working it and see if they get more opportunities. We got to get them more opportunities. Yeah, he's a really good player, and he's really explosive. He got off to kind of a slow start just because he didn't get the opportunities. James was playing really well, and Jalen got nicked up a little bit. I can't remember what it was. He missed most of spring ball because he tore the web between his thumb and his finger. But he's very powerful, really does a great job on his routes, and has great hands. So I think you're just going to see him get more and more touches and catches and big plays for us, but he had a really good game. Yeah, I really liked his size and his athletic ability, and then we had a couple of our coaches that went and watched him play basketball, and his athletic ability on the basketball court and his ability to get off the floor quickly showed his explosiveness. But we recruited him really hard. We wanted him. We thought he would become a very good player for us.
Why was your defense so effective against Boston College?
We did a good job at the line of scrimmage. We totally dominated the line of scrimmage. We were really sound in our gap control. Some of the plays they utilize where they hand the ball to the motion guy, the jet motion guy, our guys were really tuned into. and they turned into a lot of negative plays for them. So that helped us a lot, and it was a game where we felt going in we had to be very disciplined with our eyes, because we knew there were going to be trick plays and play action, and I was happy to see us shut those plays down with the exception of the one screen, and they did a really nice job executing it. We actually had a corner blitz on, and sometimes you got to know, why didn't the guy block me, and recognize it, but he thought he was going to get a sack, and he was bringing it hard, and they just executed it well.
How much do you buy into this whole margin victory thing now? Excuse me, with the playoff. You sound like you were kind of reluctant about these wide margins, but it sounded like that's kind of where you have to go now.
Yeah, I really don't know. I know that last week when the rankings came out, our players were upset about it. And really what we talked about was we just need to go out and play well and execute and play the type of ball that we know how to play. I do think it motivated us. I think we practiced extremely well on Wednesday and Thursday, so hopefully that, we continue to execute and play well.
Does that same message ring true again this week? Because, last week a team that was ranked ahead of you guys lost. So, I think you guys would move up.
Yeah, all I told them is the only thing that we can control is how we play and how we go out and perform, and how we win games. And that's the only thing we can control right there. So I thought our guys, like I said, did a great job in our preparation. I really thought our assistant coaches did a great job getting them ready to practice. And I think that's the key, is how you practice and how you prepare. And, Tom Coughlin used to always say you earn the right to win on the practice field. And I felt like we did that last week. No, not really. I mean, we look at them and evaluate what we do and how we do it. It's a good thing to throw that many touchdowns and that few interceptions. There's no question about that. And then his explosive plays and his ability to make the long runs, they're pretty amazing, really. So, but I haven't really broke it down, evaluated, and do all that. That's a kind of an end of the season type of project.
You mentioned a couple weeks ago that you've never had a Heisman Trophy contender like this. What does it mean for the program to have a guy who's the favorite at this point in the year and all that attention to February?
I think our guys are handling it great. I think they all believe, like I do, that it's not only an individual award but a team award, and there's no question that everybody here wants to see him win that award. We'd love to see that happen. We feel like he deserves it. He's a tremendous leader. He's very, very coachable, and our players see that, and that helps them be coachable. So we just got to continue to play well, and he certainly prepares extremely hard and is an unbelievable competitor. I think that's the thing that everybody on our team sees, what type of competitor he is. And I probably need to talk to him. I haven't yet, about sprinting down there and making the tackle. And I honestly didn't even know that happened. I didn't know he made the tackle until somebody told me after the game.
On the interception?
Yeah, I think he might have been a little mad.
Where is he still improving?
I mean, he continues to get better on his accuracy and his timing, and I think as an offense, that's something we're working on, is our timing, the receivers being there, and our backs and tight ends either catching the ball or influencing the other underneath coverage. He's more disciplined with his footwork, and he's doing a great job of going through his progressions and reading his progressions and not forcing things and taking things that are there. He works hard at it in practice and gets better each week.
Probably last week on the conference call, Lamar gave Nick a lot of credit, obviously, for the improvement and his confidence. Can you talk about the relationship between those two and how you've seen Nick kind of, as a coach this year, kind of getting his first opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, Nick he knows the offense real well, and I think he's doing a great job of teaching and understanding the progressions. It's fun for me to watch him go through the drill work and the technique work that we do, because I was teaching Nick that stuff when he was in 8th grade. I remember when I took the job at Auburn, Nick came with me early So we'd get up at 5 and go up to the facility, then he'd walk to school, then he would come down and hang out in my office till I was done work, and then we'd go to the indoor facility and work out every night. And so he understands, and you know, one of the things I'm really proud of Lamar is he's a great ball handler. You know, he does a great job on his fakes, he does a great job on play action, and those are the things we've been teaching, you know, for a long, long time. And Nick does a great job of being able to emphasize the technique and fundamentals of the position, which I kind of feel like, you know, with all the hurry-up speed offenses throughout the country, the technique gets lost a little bit. But we believe in it. We believe in the technique part of the position.
Bobby, when you see where you are now as a program, where you're talking about the playoffs and Lamar being a Heisman candidate, could you have imagined that, even with expecting improvement this year?
You know, we went into the years, you know, with the goal to compete for a national championship. I really like our team, you know, when we started this off, and I felt like we had a shot at it, and I think we've played well, and we're just going to keep working at it.
I know you said that you don't evaluate Lamar, I guess, until the end of the year overall, but where does his performance this past week rank compared to other ones so far this season?
I mean, he had a really good game. You know, he was really sharp and very accurate and very explosive running the ball. It's right up there with a couple of other big games he had. You know, his game at home, Florida State, you know, North Carolina State, you know, the second half at Clemson. He's put a lot of good games together, and you just got to keep doing it. And I think the thing I respect so much about him is how hard he works at practice and how much he works to get better every day he goes out to practice. Good. I thought he played well. You know, he didn't get a lot of opportunities to rush the passer, but he does, like I've been saying all along, he's a guy that does a great job against the run, and he certainly helped us set edges and made plays, had a lot of production points for us, so it was a good game for him.
You mentioned Wake. Where are they better at? Where do you see them being much better? I mean, it seems like they played a lot better, and they keep to get better. What areas are they?
Yeah, they have a really good defense. Their defensive front will be as active as anybody we've played this year. What I mean that is they really rushed the passer. They play great technique on the run. Their linebackers are fast and sprint to the football. Very experienced secondary. Like I said, you put the video on from this year, watching them, and from last year's game, and with the exception of the one player, it's almost the exact same team.
Except for Alabama and A&M, 5 of the top 7 in the football playoff standings scored at least 52 points. Does that show anything we can read into it? Is there more separation at the top than there has been?
I mean, that's the first I've heard on that stat, so I really don't know. And we were low. I know. We got to score points. We got to do a better job. So we'll work at it.
You think there's generally less balance than maybe there has been in the past?
I really don't know. I wouldn't know how to answer that. I mean, that's a tough question too, because I mean, right now when we go to practice, you know, those guys give us the looks of the other teams. They do go through the individual drills. In the last couple weeks, we've changed our schedule a little bit, so we haven't had those Sunday night practices. So it's been a while since I've thought about it.
Did you realize as it was happening that you didn't have a penalty, that you finished the game with 0 penalties?
No, but I did realize I didn't have that headache that I normally get for yelling at the officials. I did notice that.
Yeah. You remember the last time your team finished a game without a penalty?
No, I don't. I'm not sure if we ever have. All right. Thank you.